and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're just, chopping things up with the brothers over here because we're about to get into something real good and introduce you to people that you may not have heard of before. They are, of course, the VDH brothers, Liam and Joshua van der Heide, brothers from Somerset West who've been reared in a musical family. So it was only inevitable that we would have two singers with us right now. Well, they both have an incredible broad taste in music, and this is reflected in their passionate and soulful performances. And having recently only performed, or at least put together their band, they've already landed several gigs. I've seen them live, and they are incredible.
Well, we've seen them doing just their sound checks this morning. The song choice speaks volumes about the character of the men. Talk about getting us into the right mood for a brand new year. So we are joined by the siblings right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's give them a very warm Feel Good welcome. Same, but different.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you kind of echo each other. You're almost twins, but not quite. So who's the older?
I'm the oldest.
Okay, who acts the older? Who's the more mature out of the two of you?
I would say me.
Of course you would.
That often happens, man. Now, I love the bond that you guys have, and I know you're bros, and that should be there, but just looking how you hype each other and validate each other in the small moments, beautiful, man. So keep that up.
Oh, we love to see it. Let's take this journey back to the beginning. I mean, you come from a musical family, but where did it start for you, either individually or as a collective?
So I'd say our family was always doing, the church music, always in the orchestra, the choir, and it was just up to us to follow, really. So we ended up singing the Sunday school choir together, doing some solos.
Cute.
And then eventually in primary school.
Primary school, we picked up the guitar for the first time. So we actually both picked up the guitar for the first time, did some performances, took lessons, and performed for the church also as well. And yeah, now we are.
Are you in competition with each other
Oh, that's
when
a
it
good
comes to the
question.
music? Because,
Silent competition.
yeah, I was going to say, because often with siblings, I see, and I warn my son because he'll be dismissive of his little sister, but I'm like, she's going and practicing now, eh? So, dude, she's coming for you. She's coming for you. But that's when you get to work, because you're now working together. As much as this feels like an extension of family, you guys are in the real world now in a very commercial space, being grown-ups. And it's difficult when you've grown up with someone to do that. So jokingly, I'll ask who's the more mature, but when it comes to that side of it, does one of you guide the process? Are there multiple roles? How does your chemistry and dynamic work?
Yeah.
So I'd say often when we were younger, we would do things at the same time, and nothing made it easier. So we weren't in something alone. So we'd start soccer together, we'd start singing together, start guitar together. Over the years, of course, we had our different paces at which we went through things. But at the end of the day, we decided to get together again, almost like reuniting.
I love that.
Make something of it.
That's
And you're
brilliant.
making something of it for sure. Let's take it back to your studies as well, because people often think, out of high school, I'm going to pursue music full time and that's it. But maybe education is also important to have there on the back burner.
For sure.
And you both studied something quite similar in sustainability as well as conservation. Has this helped you in any way?
So I think we've been focusing more on music now. But yes, definitely sustainability. We love the environment. We're all for the greenery.
Oh, love.
And yeah, so
That's almost like just preparing you to be a better human
Yes.
being, to be honest. I think the whole world needs that kind of message. Listening to the choice of songs, I was lauding you for the song choice this morning. There's some absolute crackers in there. You've come from the church, so obviously that's going to inform. You're going to have a gospel edge. But when it comes to the kind of music you want to create and you look forward, what does that DNA look like? Have you gotten to that point where you're now like intentional about the route that you're going to go?
So the problem is we are a fan of all the genres.
Yeah.
That's a great
It's a good problem,
So it's a
exactly.
bit of a problem, so we don't know which one to choose exactly. But I think that maybe starting off in the pop side where a lot of people listen to maybe
Right.
would be the best for us, and maybe soul, bit of new soul is like the new genre that's coming out now, so yeah.
Beautiful. Do you guys still remember the first cover you did together?
it has to be Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot how that goes. How does it go again?
So hallelujah.
Oh, come on, give us a little bit more than that. No, that's a beautiful, beautiful song. I mean, was that a moment for you?
Definitely, I'd say so. I think the first time that we performed it was during the school prize giving of a sort.
Oh, wow.
And that's where we realized we're doing something here, because people loved it, and we could see what the joy that it brought. And that really inspired us to continue.
So what's next? Are we in studio? Are we locking something down? Because I would imagine, looking at the two of you, you are constantly bouncing your ideas off each other, and you're in that mix, and you've got the advantage of having this wonderful relationship.
Yeah.
What is the next step? What do you feel you should be doing next?
So definitely more covers, get to more events and publicity, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, get it all out there. And then just take it step by step, and then we work our way from there.
I think eventually we would want to create this brand where we create our own music as well, maybe even fashion, because we're both into fashion as well.
Brilliant.
Definitely.
And his girlfriend does fashion design, so she's going to sort us out in that regard.
Has he told you this yet, or is this just happening now? Yeah.
Public announcement. I love that. And the next steps, of course, are right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, because you're going to be performing for us. And how many songs are we getting today?
We've got 4 songs.
Four songs,
songs
Grace.
lined up.
We're
a concert.
spoiled.
It's a little mini concert. And again, I'm not going to reveal it too soon, but the songs that they are performing are absolute gems this morning. I would suggest you go online, the VDH brothers, find them now. We'll keep their handles up on all of our social media platforms as well. And you can connect with the boys if you're looking for collaborations, if you're looking for 2 exquisite voices and just the most awesome vibe. Plug in, make that connection, because we are all about new artists entering into the space, and it's the network that you guys are creating around you as young South African artists at the moment that, well, we can see it on the global stage. It is unstoppable right now. The boys will be performing in just a moment. Stick around.